You're listening to China Africa Talk.
Jambo, ni Bridget akikuletea kipindi kinachohusiana na China na Afrika.
Vous écoutez le dialogue sino-africain avec Bridget.
Everything China, everything Africa.
Olá, você está ouvindo China Africa Talk com Bridget.
سيداتي وسادتي مرحبا بكم في الحوار الصيني العربي مع بريدجيت.
Hello and welcome to this special series of China Africa Talk, where we bring you a 6-episode feature together forward to mark the 25th anniversary of FOCAC, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. I'm Bridget Mutambirwa. In this special feature, we meet the people at the heart of China-Africa ties, showing how FOCAC's vision is shaping lives and futures. China-Africa trade is thriving, with Yiwu playing a growing role in connecting markets and people. From warehouses to showrooms, African entrepreneurs are finding new opportunities and building stronger ties between the two regions. Gao Jr. takes us to meet two African entrepreneurs in Yiwu.
It's a hot and humid day in Yiwu, a bustling trade hub in Zhejiang province, long known as the world's supermarket.
Ok, je l'appelle tout de suite. Tu sais, les gens de Gondola, ils se réveillent pas très tôt, c'est pas comme nous.
At its new warehouse, Afizo Mohammed Izzedine is tracking shipments bound for Africa. Today alone, his team needs to fill and dispatch 10 containers. Just another ordinary day.
They are all my workers there. You see them. They are there to make sure that because they go to market with the customer, so they want to. I tell them come to make sure that order you order, they deliver this good. Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah. You're very busy, so if
too much.
Take up your time, that means you're losing your money.
It's not about money. It's like about passion. I like my job.
You like your job?
No, not I make it for money. Just I like it like that. Yeah. Because I have a lot of workers, I can send them to come. I don't need to come, but because I like my job, that's why.
I understand.
I should be everywhere. Market, warehouse, office, some kind like that. Why? Oui, ça va?
Conversations with Izzedine don't last long. Phone calls constantly cutting. You're so busy. While we were talking maybe for 5 minutes, you have 2 calls, 3 calls.
Yeah. I tell him that every day I get a lot of calls, at least 100 calls.
Every day?
Every day.
Known as the world's capital for small commodities, Yiwu trades with over 230 countries and regions. On any given day, more than 28,000 foreign merchants work in the city, a density unmatched in most of China. Over 5,000 of those foreign merchants are from Africa. Izzedine first came to Yiwu from Niger in 2011 for an 8-month study program and has since stayed here for 14 years.
No, when I start, at this time I don't know anything about business. So I start get call from my country. They ask me about goods, if I can help them to buy goods and make shipping for them. So this time I start, every place, everywhere you go, you can get some friends. They are still there. They know, they have some knowledge. So they start introduce me how to go to market. And after this, I get one Chinese friend. When I finish my school, I go to... My Chinese is not good, but I will try my best to discuss with him about how to do business, when you buy goods, how to make the shipping, something like that.
Anywhere in the world, starting up a business is not easy. But starting up a business in Yiwu is different. Izzedine recalls how he made his first step into China-Africa trade.
The first time when I come, like the way you people, they accept our foreigners first, and also I find some kind of culture in you that is like similar that my country. Like the way every night, the way they are dancing, some kind like that. I'm feeling in my heart that this is like I find my place. I think in all the world, I never see one country like China, especially like you, because they won't help people who don't know how to do something. My first business, I get a lot of problems. Like my first time to load container, I load one container. I load for my customer, but I don't know about how when you load container, you should make sure that the payment already done before load the container. This thing I don't know. I just load the container. After they start asking me about the money. This container is not for me at this time. I don't have office. I'm just like that. So for this time, I get help from one of my Chinese friend. He helped me for this one. And also the time when I want to make my document for visa, work permit visa, they help me. This is local government, they help me too much. And every problem we get, they are here to listen. When we want to talk to them, they are open their eyes to listen for us, what they can do and what they cannot do. Every time they get tempted for me. So I think they help me too much. That's why I'm there.
14 years on, business is booming. He's moved into a new warehouse and new office. His team has grown. He now serves as president of the African Business Association in Yiwu, helping newcomers building a foothold in China-Africa trade.
De la Chine, on travaille ensemble et puis ça fait aujourd'hui plus de 4 ans.
Abdul Karim Danzomia from the Central African Republic has been working with Izzydine for 4 years, coordinating purchases and consolidating shipments for clients back home.
Ça fait de cela 4 ans et quelques qu'on travaille ensemble avec M. Mohamed Hafiz Izzydine.
I work with Izzydine. We've been working together for over 4 years now. He's our coordinator here. So as soon as we arrive in China, everything we need, we go through him, because he knows China well. He knows everything that's going on here in China. Our job is to go to him to buy goods. He takes us where we need to go to buy goods. He really takes his work seriously. He does what's needed to satisfy us, to make things easier for us.
Yiwu links 2.1 million Chinese enterprises to the world. Its main market, the Yiwu International Trade Market, draws 220,000 visitors a day. For Izzydine, the city's international DNA keeps attracting talent, and the authorities are making doing business here easier.
Every day they are trying to make all the things easy for, not only for me, but for all foreigners people. Do you understand? Before make your residence, the residence is like your work visa, you should check in by agent. But now you immigration, they open one office just for free. You can go there, they can help you to open your residence. Before you need to pay a lot of money to get this one. But you see, every day, every month, they will try also to promote some things who will be benefit foreigners people. Not only for me. So about the market also. Now they have mediation office. That one I'm in. They already send me an invitation to be in. Mediation office is like if you get problem with some supplier, you can go to this office. They can help you to solve this problem. I'm part of this mediation. Sometimes I'm working also there. So I never see another city who can do this one, to open the door for foreigners, to work with them, to show them how to do.
Yiwu has recently piloted a contribution-based evaluation to recognize foreign talent, looking at export volume, local jobs created, and sustained contributions. As of end June, around 4,000 foreign business people have been recognized. Izzydine says foreigners like him are even consulted when rules are drafted.
They have some advertising. If they want to make some laws, they'll call us to explain. They say that maybe from next month we want to start this thing. What do you think, like businessman? You think it's better for you or not? They are listening for us. We are all give you our suggestion. So from that, they can get all the final decision. When you come your first time, Chinese embassy, they give you which visa?
For him, Yiwu isn't just a city of small commodities. It's a place that takes care of people. He volunteers with immigration services and the mediation center, helps fellow foreigners, and even opened an African restaurant to share culture with Chinese friends.
We have a lot of Chinese people in Africa. We have a lot of African people in China. That proves that this should more than more benefit for those two people, African people and the Chinese people. And also now they are know each other. Before you don't know Chinese culture, Chinese also they don't know about our culture. Before in EU you don't have Africa restaurant. Now we open Africa restaurant to show that our Chinese friends, we have our own culture. So you invite them also to come to taste Africa food and Africa also culture like that.
A school plan is also on the way to smooth children's transitions between China and Africa.
Because you have a lot of kids there. So let me explain for you. Maybe after 5 years or 2 years, I want to go back. My kids, they are already there. They're already starting to study. When they go back to my country, they don't know which school they can go. They don't have. That's why we want to have our own African school there. Also, you are looking for Chinese people to open a lot of Chinese school in Africa. For example, I have 3 kids. They are going to school. When they want to go back, they go to my country. They don't have Chinese school. So how can they do? And even me, how can I do if I want to go back to make my own company in Africa? So for this please, you are looking for partner who help us to open that school first. Second one, also you are looking for Chinese people in each country to open at least Chinese school, because this is benefit also for people who want to come. If they know that they have a school, they start learning Chinese before coming to China. When they come to China, they can directly start their work. So if Africa, we have a lot of Chinese schools, they are also starting.
For Yiwu, Yiwu is more than just a place to do business. It's a community that helped him grow. Over the past 14 years, he has built a successful company and now serves as president of the African Business Association in Yiwu, helping newcomers navigate the city's opportunities and challenges. Despite the long hours and endless phone calls, Yiwu says the effort is worth it, not just for his business, but for the connections he has built between China and Africa. Beyond traditional trade, a green wave is reshaping China-Africa cooperation. In 2023, China's exports to Africa of new energy vehicles rose 291%, while lithium batteries increased 109%, and photovoltaic products 57%. China's so-called New Three, EVs, solar cells, and lithium-ion batteries have overtaken the traditional old three of appliances, furniture, and clothing, becoming a new export backbone. Many of these products are moving to Africa through Yiwu. Tirera Surakata has been running a trade company in Yiwu since 2003. The Senegalese businessman recently added China-made new energy vehicles to his trade list. The pivot began after the COVID-19 pandemic.
这些的项目呢是怎么来的？是因为就是疫情的时候，我是在加拿大待了3年嘛。
When the pandemic hit, I left China and stayed in Dhaka for 3 years. At first, I thought it would end in a month, or 2 months, or 3 months. I never imagined it would last 3 years. When I returned and stepped off the plane in 2023, I noticed the person picking me up was driving an electric car. When I left Yiwu in 2020, you couldn't say there weren't EVs. There were, but not many. By 2023, I found EVs everywhere along the roads, all over the place. I was curious, how did the switch from fuel cars to electric cars happen so fast? If it happened that quickly, there must be many reasons. It's impossible for fuel cars to suddenly be replaced and everyone start using EVs overnight. After looking into it, I found there are many reasons.
那能这么快的话，应该是有很多原因的嘛，不可能就是一下子把油车翻变上，大家都玩到电车的。
Surakata saw big business opportunities. He saw a business opening, starting with taxis and ride-hailing.
但是我是作为一个商人的话呢，我考虑的最多是利益的问题。
As a businessman, I care most about returns. I saw that taxis and ride-hailing cars were basically 100% electric, and I thought that was interesting. If both taxis and ride-hailing can switch to EVs, it's probably because of the economics. Later, after looking more closely, I found there was at least about a 40% difference in income. I think that's very significant. First, as someone doing business, if I bring this business model back to my country, I can probably make money. That's meaningful. On the other hand, it can also give opportunities to our young people and professionals. So I didn't overthink it. I feel sooner or later, we are all going in this direction.
世界都是可能现在是在往这个电车的这个方向，所以我应该想办法把这个机会也拿到我们国家去。
Why not just sell EVs? He wanted everyone to experience them.
那不一样，就是说买卖是你要等的人来要。
That's different. If you just sell cars, you have to wait for customers to come to you. With a taxi company, first you can earn money. Second, you let everyone get to know this kind of car. Anyone who has a small amount of money can get in a taxi. And after a while, basically everyone will know what an EV is. People get in and say, "Hey, this car makes no noise. What's it like?" Some people have never even heard of the concept of an EV. But if they have small money, they can still take a ride. So the best advertisement is a taxi company, which gives both poor and rich people, people of all conditions, a chance to experience the car themselves. I think this is the best way to promote EVs across the whole country. We can't do better than this. If you just sell cars, that's fine too. But people without money won't think to go look and won't understand what the car is. So the rich can buy, but the poor won't get a chance even to try it. I didn't think that far at the beginning. But after starting the taxi business, I found this is the right approach.
即使开始没有想那么多，但是后来做到出租车的时候，发现哎，这个是最对的办法，就是最对的办法。
Surakata's latest move comes as the Senegalese government accelerates its transition towards new energy vehicles. Under the country's Future Senegal 2035 program, policies are being introduced to promote EV adoption and infrastructure development, including support for locally produced electric vehicles, reduced import duties on EVs and components, and plans to build 500 charging stations nationwide. Responding to this call, Surakata is now working to establish a new energy vehicle assembly plant in Senegal. He explains why local assembly makes both economic and technological sense.
去当地组装好处很多。
There are many advantages to local assembly. For example, if you ship complete cars overseas, you can only fit a few in a container. If you ship them as parts, you can send more, which saves on shipping costs. That's one aspect. Another aspect is that customs policies in the destination country may reduce duties, which lowers the total cost of the car by a lot. And when costs go down, more people may be willing to buy. So this is the direction we should move toward. Local assembly also brings in technology. Over time, our young people will have the chance to learn the basics of assembly. So we are considering both earning money and bringing part of technology back to our country, and also creating jobs.
又是考虑赚钱，又是给就业技术带到我们国家过去。
Surakata is thinking bigger. For him, Senegal is just the starting point. He envisions supplying EVs across West Africa through regional cooperation.
对，都要做的。我们现在的想法去组装的时候，不是说组装为了能出租车。
When we talk about assembly, it's not assembly just to put cars out for taxis. That won't mean much. Our idea is to assemble in our own country. But to talk about assembly, you have to reach scale for it to make economic sense. To reach that scale, selling only in our country may not be enough. So with our government's coordination, neighboring countries may also want these cars and can import them from us.
方向就是这么一个方向，想法就这么一个想法。
Looking ahead, Surakata believes Chinese new energy vehicles are poised to transform Africa's transport landscape in the coming years.
我觉得是中国的新能源车的发展的关键在非洲。
I think the environment for the development of Chinese new energy vehicles in Africa is very, very promising. I have no doubt about that. And I believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, the whole of Africa may well be driving Chinese new energy vehicles.
Having been based in Yiwu for 22 years, Surakata is affectionately known as Lao Yiwu or the Yiwu local. You can hear the Yiwu accent in his Mandarin. For him, engaging in China-Africa trade in Yiwu has brought new responsibilities, not just building a business, but also promoting exchanges and understanding between China and Africa.
义乌是完全改变我的人，我可以话说成这个样子的吧。
Yiwu completely changed me. The Sula before I came to Yiwu and the Sula 20 years later are two completely different people. Before I came, my thinking was very simple: make money. All I wanted was to earn to support my family and give them a good life. But after all these years in Yiwu, most of the time I've thought about is the image of Africans. I feel that in this country, at the very least, I should be one of the people who can present a good image of Africans here. I should do things for people. If I learned so much in Yiwu but don't share what I've learned with the people in my country, then there's no leadership value in that. I believe in this. I was sent here to change me, to let me see the world from another perspective and understand it better. I'm constantly grateful to Yiwu, truly grateful, because it gave me the chance to build a different kind of life. Yiwu gave me the opportunity to become who I am today. For my whole life, I feel I owe Yiwu. No matter what I do for Yiwu, I still feel it's not enough. Whatever I do for Yiwu, I still feel it's not enough.
我不管为义乌做任何一件事情，我还是觉得不够。
Looking ahead, he remains committed to strengthening China-Africa ties and vows to play a bigger role in fostering people-to-people exchanges.
中非经贸的前景是我认为是还是有前途的一位。
I think the prospects for China-Africa trade are still promising. The space for trade between China and Africa is very big. But my suggestion is that people-to-people exchanges should be done even better. I've stayed in China for 20 years. Many of my Africans go to Europe, America, to develop or for professional work. Why did I choose China and stay for 20 years? My mother often says this: if you can stay in China for 20 years, there's no need to ask whether China is good or not. If it weren't good, you would have left long ago. That's just the fact. Because here, as someone from outside, you are given a platform. You keep learning how to live better in this city. You are given opportunities to develop very well. You are given a window to face the world. What more can you say? What more could you want except to keep working hard and do things well? That's how I see it. You should keep working hard.
除非继续努力，把事情做好。我认为就是这样子。
China has remained Africa's largest trading partner for 16 consecutive years. data shows total trade between China and African countries grew from less than 100 billion yuan in 2000 to 2.1 trillion yuan in 2024, an average annual increase of 14.2%. This rapid growth has been driven by people like Izidin and Surakata, who are on the front lines of China-Africa cooperation. Their work goes beyond business, fostering mutual understanding and enriching the diverse tapestry of partnership between China and Africa.
On the 25th anniversary of FOCAC, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, CGTN Radio presents a special feature series, Together Forward, showcasing the breadth and depth of the China-Africa partnership. Clean water projects in Zimbabwe, new classrooms in Botswana, grain innovation in Kenya, agricultural training in Handan, vibrant trade in Yiwu, and a documentary producer's journey in Hangzhou. Action. These are the stories that bring this partnership to life.
We have trained a group of high-quality talents in Africa who understand agriculture, love rural areas, and care for farmers.
And this bore drilling program will go a long way in addressing this critical need.
All the world, I never see one country like China, especially like you.
So this becomes more productive, cost-effective, and more reliable.
I have a small dream. Before turning 45, I want to make 10 China-Africa documentaries.
The school is beautiful, and like I'm saying, everybody wants the islanders to be here.
Join us in celebrating 25 years of FOCAC. Stay tuned with China-Africa Talk and discover the real impact of China-Africa cooperation and how we're moving forward together.